how do you think the street is going to absorb TCS's numbers? Morning, firstly.
Yeah, good morning. I think, going into this quarter, there was an expectation that there will be a slowdown, and there is a slowdown. So I think the stock, basically, because its valuation is also kind of reflects its potential. So it does nothing much. I don't think investing in at the current levels is going to make any returns alpha in the next few months or so. So I think it's best to stay on the sidelines, and if you have, maybe trim some positions.
Chakri, you track Reliance Industries quite closely. Below 2300, did you see value in it, or even at 2350 thereabout? Do you think there's a case to get in? Because it was one of the biggest drag. It became a drag on the market overall and was just not performing for weeks now.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, that's right. The company basically, has the problems of the industry, and being now one of the largest companies in the space, it kind of reflects what's the industry up to. So it is telling us, the BFSI, TMT sectors, and are not spending. The year-over-year numbers show that, and it's unlikely to spend in the next 6 months or so. So I think, given this, the order book is there, but it's a question of execution, and whether the execution was going to be pushed out is what is going to determine. And margin control by controlling costs is not such a great way. So by having a margin improvement because of improved pricing is usually rewarded by the market.
That's correct. Are you looking at Jio Financials as well? Because there are two opinions out there. One is looking at building position in Jio Financials over a period of time. By then, a firm business plan, a much more visibility would start coming in. The others are saying that let's not waste time on that one. And we have seen promoters and management themselves buy from the open market. It appears that they want to raise stake further. So might as well position now.
Jio Financials, yes, clearly it's going to be very transformative for the industry itself, for the NBFC industry. And I think, they will have a huge net interest margin advantage as they scale up. This is the right time as in the beginning of, as they embark on their journey, and as India gets into the festive season, and there is a eventual pickup in consumer spending. All these three, and they have an established brand name, which is a very big factor. All these factors is going to help, and they have the capital base. So now they have made plans in terms of raising capital and also using their leverage. I think all these things are going to work in Jio Financial's favor.
Chakri, morning. What's the outlook when it comes to the OMCs, in particular something like a BPCL? Just today, there's a fresh brokerage note from Citi saying that the Q2 earnings performance will cement a very healthy interim dividend. And you've also got concerns with fuel price cuts, which will now ease the dates for the elections. What's your view?
OMCs have traditionally been a value play and will continue to be a value play. And the closer that we get to elections, I think it's best to remain on the sidelines, because if there's going to be some kind of a impact on their ability to make price changes, that kind of shows up on the margins. And so I think, these are companies which are at the current levels are best left on the sidelines.
Fair enough. What's your outlook then when it comes to the entire steel space? The fact that over the past few months, we've seen a pretty decent performance for a lot of these companies. Do you remain guarded on the space, or believe that there is more upside potential in the likes of a SAIL, JSW Steel, JSPL, Tata Steel?
The valuations are, pretty much in their favor. But what is not in their favor is the demand outlook. China is soft. US is still trying to figure itself out. Europe is clearly heading towards a recession. Against this backdrop, clearly demand becomes the casualty. And these are cyclical companies. And so with this uncertainty, and US has not reached a peak of interest rates, so which is going to impact, the capex decisions made by any by steel companies. And therefore, while valuations are clearly in their favor, I would still remain on the sidelines as it relates to the metal sector.